Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
RT World News.
October 30th, 5:22 America, New York. Biden administration discussing reduction of Saudi military aid, NBC. Riyadh could also be excluded from drills and regional conferences over its reluctance to increase oil output, sources claim.
Washington Post World.
October 30th, 5:15 America, New York. Brazil chooses between Lula and Bolsonaro. The election Sunday is seen as the country's most consequential since the fall of the dictatorship in 1985.
Fox World News. October 30th, 5:02 America, New York. Italy to reinstate health workers who did not comply with COVID vaccine mandates. The new Italian administration is looking to finalize an order that would reinstate Italian healthcare workers who were penalized for not complying with vaccination mandates.
BBC News World. October 30th, 5:01 America, New York. Seoul Halloween crush disaster. Scored killed and injured. At least 151 people died as huge Halloween crowds surged into a narrow street in South Korea's capital.
Mirror World News.
October 30th, 4:36 America, New York. Inside Seoul stampede where survivors desperately tried to save crush victims. Warning. Distressing content. The cause of the Halloween tragedy, which killed at least 150 people in Seoul's trendy nightlife district, is yet to be revealed, but reports suggest a huge crowd surged into an alley on Saturday night with some revelers falling to the ground and being trampled.
New York Times World News.
October 30th, 4:18 America, New York. U.S. accuses Russia of weaponizing food. President Biden said it was outrageous for Russia to withdraw from an agreement that allowed the export of grains from Ukrainian ports. A resident who survived 7 months under Russian occupation, in a village in the Kherson region of Ukraine, on Saturday.
New York Times World News.
October 30th, 3:53 America, New York. Witnesses recall a terrifying evening in Seoul as the crowd surged. With officials unsure of what caused the disaster, recollections from people who were there are helping to paint a fuller picture. The scene where many people died while celebrating Halloween in Seoul on Saturday night.
BBC News World.
October 30th, 2:09 America, New York. Itaewon crowd crush in pictures. Images from South Korea reveal how Halloween revelers met with disaster in a giant crush.
BBC News World.
October 30th, 1:12 America, New York. Itaewon crowd crush. I could not catch their pulse or breath. Witnesses describe the horror of being jammed in a crowd who had gone to celebrate Halloween. RT World News. October 30th, 0:36 America, New York. Many foreigners killed in Halloween stampede. Citizens of Russia, China, Iran, Uzbekistan and Norway reported dead in the crowd crush in South Korea. RT World News.
October 29th, 23:25 America, New York. U.S. Senators call for Biden to shut down a chip center located in China. A group of Republican senators want to shut down a chip center to snub Huawei but have failed at every turn to keep the telecom giant down.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/. October 29th, 22:32 America, New York. Call of the Wild. St. Louis Blues shocked by Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens made an impressive come-from-behind win, scoring 5 straight goals to win 7-4. Canadiens Blues hockey.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
October 29th, 22:25 America, New York. Nancy Pelosi, heartbroken and traumatized, over life-threatening attack on husband. U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has said she and her family are heartbroken and traumatized after a violent man broke into her San Francisco home and attacked her husband. Nancy and Paul Pelosi pictured in 2018.